So here from this slide, what you can see in this slide. So as few of you mentioned that you are seeing planets, you are seeing satellites, you are seeing antenna. So what they are doing, what is the role of this satellite, what is the role of this antenna, and from this animated slide we can see that there is a communication between satellite to earth station and satellite to the other planet station. So we can say that it is a part of satellite communication. Now what you can see in this slide, here it is observed that a man working in his office is talking to his beautiful wife who is at home. And here this picture is clearly showing that there is a communication between two things. So this is the office and this is the home, and here what we can observe that this man is talking through telephone. Similarly, this woman is also talking through telephone. That means we can say that it is a wired communication or line communication, whereas here it is observed that on the top of the office and on the roof of this house there are two antennas which are sending and receiving the signal without wire. That means we can say that this is a wireless communication. That means in this animated slide we can say we are discussing two type of communication. One is the wire communication. We can see two type of communication, that is one is wire communication and other is the wireless communication. Okay, so now coming to this third slide, here what we can observe, we can see that a person presenting something to the audience. Similarly, we can see some judges are there. That means we can say that he is giving a speech or else he is presenting his opinion, he is presenting his views to the audience. So it is also a part of communication and we can see that it is a wireless communication. But the thing is, this type of communication is called broadcasting. That means here transmitter is single whereas we have multiple receivers. Transmitter is single and multiple receivers. This type of communication is called broadcasting. Example, the best example for this broadcasting is radio station. What it will do, it will broadcast. Similarly, TV station, what it will do, it will broadcast. That means at a TV station we have a single transmitting antenna, in radio station we have a single transmitting antenna, but the users or the subscribers will be multiple. That means it is a part of broadcast communication. Okay, so now coming to this slide, so this slide describes the block diagram of communication system. So in the last class, we discussed about there are mainly three elements of communication system. The three elements are the transmitting section, receiving section, and the medium or the channel. So here we can see that this entire section is your transmitting section. This is your receiver section, whereas this is the channel. So as per the earlier discussion, as I mentioned, mainly we have three parts in communication. One is the transmitter, other receiver, and in between we have a channel or the medium. But here in this block diagram it has been elaborated. So here we can see that the first block is information source. First is the information source. So information source means here this information source means the signal what we want to transmit. Information source is the signal what we want to transmit. For example, it may be a sound, it may be a picture, a speech, or a audio video, etc. So information source may be any kind of signal what we want to transmit. Now the thing is, so if we consider, for example, we consider sound as our information source. Now, from this, it is observed that from the information signal, it is given to the input transducer. From the information signal, it is given to input transducer. Then, what is this transducer? What is transducer? Transducer is a device which converts one form of signal into other form. Transducer is a device which converts one form of signal into other form. So here, what is our source? Our source is sound. So here, what this transducer will do, it will convert our sound signal into other form of signal, and that other form of signal is nothing but your electrical signal. So that means input transducer will convert sound signal, picture, or both AV signal into the electrical signal. So if we consider sound signal, so what should be the transmitter? Sorry, what should be the transducer? So if we are considering sound signal, which kind of transducer we have to use? So for that reason, here this slide shows the mechanism. So here, usually we know that to transmit sound, what we need amplifier which is connected at one side to the mic and at the other side to the loudspeaker. The same thing here we will discuss. So here what we can see that if we are considering a mic which is acting as a transducer, that means it is converting sound wave into electrical wave. It is converting sound wave into electrical wave. So from this slide, it is observed that what is the operation of this mic means it will receive the sound in term of a pressure. Why we are considering that it will receive a sound in terms of pressure means it consists of a diaphragm. It consists of a layer of diaphragm, and diaphragm is a pressure transducer. Diaphragm is a pressure transducer. So what it will do, because of the pressure, there will be the movement. And here we can see that this diaphragm is connected to the voice coil, and from the this animated figure, it is observed that as there is a movement of sound, because of that a pressure is created. Because of that pressure, there will be a movement in the coil and a movement in the diaphragm, and because of this, at the output we can see that the sound wave is converted into electrical wave. So this is one form of conversion where we are using diaphragm, voice coil, permanent magnets. These are the materials what are used in constructing a mic. So the other form, here in this slide again we can see that at the input we have a sound signal. That means pressure is created. Again we have a diaphragm layer, and below this instead of voice coil, we are using a carbon granules. Carbon granules means minute particle of carbon. So here what happens, because of the created pressure, the resistance of carbon granules changes. Because of the created pressure, the resistance of carbon granule changes, and because of that, here we can see that your sound signal is converted into a electrical signal. Okay, so because of this, we can observe how a sound or a audio signal is converted into a electrical signal. So this is the second type of mechanism which we are using in mic for converting sound signal into electrical signal. Now coming to the block diagram. So here we observe how we can convert sound to electrical through input transducer. Now the third is the transmitter, and in this again we have a modulator and the antenna. We have amplifier, modulator, and antenna. So in this section, if we again classify, we have a amplifier. What this amplifier will do? It will amplify the weak signal. Amplifier will amplify weak signal, and that will be given to the modulator. Then what is this modulator? Modulator is a device which perform the process of modulation. Modulator is a device which perform the process of modulation. Then what is modulation? So modulation means here changing some characteristic. Modulation means changing some characteristics. So here in modulation for analog signal we have three types: amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. So if we consider amplitude modulation, it is observed that in the process of modulation, the transmitting signal or the information signal is superimposed with the carrier signal. So that means here a process of superimposing takes place where information signal and carrier signal are added. In amplitude modulation, what happens? The amplitude of the carrier signal, the amplitude of the high frequency carrier signal is changed with respect to the amplitude of the information signal by keeping the frequency of carrier as it is. So in amplitude modulation, what happens? The amplitude of the carrier, that is the high frequency carrier, is changed with respect to the amplitude of the information signal, and the frequency of carrier is kept as it is. So this is with respect to amplitude modulation. Coming to the frequency modulation, what happens here? The frequency of the carrier is changed by keeping amplitude as it is. And in terms of phase, the same. Again, as per the name implies, phase will be changed with respect to the frequency. Okay, so these are the three types of modulation, that is amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. And depending upon our requirement, we can select any one, and it is carried out by the modulator. Then that signal, that is the modulated signal, is given to the transmitting antenna, and from the transmitting antenna, that is transmitted through the channel, that is transmitted through the channel. So here this channel may be, again it may be a wired or wireless, that means it may be a line communication or space communication. And to this we can see that here we have another one block, noise, or we can say it as a distortion. So here what happens during the process of transmission through the channel, some unwanted signal, for example, if there is a nearby transmitter, what it will do? It will also transmit, but some part of that information may mix with the information what we are transmitting. That leads to crosstalk. That is nothing but your noise. So there are, so in general, noise or distortion is nothing but a unwanted signal which need to be filtered at the output stage. Which need to be filtered at the output stage. Now coming to the last section of the communication, it is a receiver section. So in a receiver section, again in transmitter last is the antenna, but whereas in receiver first thing will be the antenna, that is the receiver antenna. This receiver antenna will receive the signal. Again it is given to the demodulator, because at the transmitter section we have modulated. Now that has to be demodulated. Demodulated means here what we have to do, we have to separate the carrier from the information. In the demodulator, what we have to do, we have to separate the carrier from the information. Now we have only information signal, but it is observed that the strength of that information signal is weak. So for that reason, again it has to be given to the amplifier, where the signal of the strength is increased, where the signal of the strength is increased. Afterwards, that is again given to the output transducer. So we can see that at the transmitter we have input transducer, at the receiver we have output transducer. Now what is this output transducer? So in input transducer, what we did, we have converted sound signal into electrical signal. So now at the output transducer, it should be vice versa. That means your electrical signal will be again converted into sound. So here what we can do, the output transducer we can use as a loudspeaker which converts your electrical signal into sound signal. So at the output of the loudspeaker, we will get our original information what we have transmitted. So this is the process of communication, and here we can see this is the block diagram which involves so many blocks, and every block have its own job to do. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.